Thanks for listening to the Gospel Mix, WPIL 91.7 FM in Heflin.
Swafford hands the ball off to Henson up the middle. He's untouched into the secondary.
Oh my gosh.
To beat.
Go, son, go.
Screen pass into Henson. Same day. Jailbreak screen. Henson up the middle. Over to the 5. He's close. Oh, he's close.
Get up the
At the
line.
1. Swafford hands the ball off to Houston. Houston hit at the goal line, but they say he's in. Touchdown Tigers as Trevor Houston that time takes the handoff and scampers in about a yard and a half. He's going to throw it. Have a man open to Cade Smith, and the ball's caught. Ball is caught that time by Cade Smith as Swafford floats one.
Cleburne County High School Tiger football is live on the air.
Opening day here at L.E. Bell Field, and oh, what a sight. The sun is starting to create some shadows there on the field as it's going down behind the trees behind us, and myself, Brandon Johnson, sitting alongside Luke Bowman high atop this beautiful stadium here as football is back in Cleburne County, and oh, the excitement. You can feel it around the stadium. Looking down on the field right now, the Cleburne County Tigers are to our left, warming up in their end zone, and then the Sacs Wildcats are to our right, warming up in their end zone as well. Luke Bowman, thank you so much for joining me again for another season of Cleburne County High School Tiger football. Thank you out there so much for tuning in to the Tiger Tailgate Show right here. We'll be live with you for about an hour or so as we break down high school football beginning here at Cleburne County as the Tigers are getting set to take on Sacs tonight. We'll go over a few things, some standings, some sponsorship opportunities that are still available to the public here in Cleburne County, as well as go down the roster and try to introduce you to our players. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Luke Bowman.
Thanks, Brennan. Thanks for the introduction.
There you go, buddy.
I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, I couldn't ask for a better night to play football. It's just perfect weather, and the field looks perfect. You know, you just can't ask for much better weather than it is right now to kick off this 2017 season for the Tigers.
Week 0 is what they call it around the state of Alabama for some teams, but for others it is week 1. For us here at Cleburne County, it is officially week 0. This is a jamboree setting. We will play 4 quarters of football here. You will see a varsity-style football game here tonight with the varsity playing all 4 quarters of play here in Heflin, Alabama. Looking down on the field now is our Tigers down there, Luke, doing their warm-ups, kicking, some special teams action going on there, some quarterbacks warming up. You can definitely see the excitement of these players, some pep in their step after they come out of a great summer workout, fall camp, leading into week 0, as we call it here, getting ready to take on a familiar foe, and I would say almost a rival game here, taking on Sacs tonight in the Jamboree game.
Yeah, getting these goosebumps out earlier. You know, like you said, it's just a Jamboree, but you treat it as a game. You know, and the good thing about it being a Jamboree is you get those goosebumps out and you get to play and get to hit somebody else for a change and get ready for the season to really start next week. But get to polish off what you've been working on all summer and just see where you're at before the season actually starts.
56 minutes and 23 seconds is on the game clock, ticking down, getting set and getting ready for a 2017 opening kickoff here. And the Tiger Tailgate Show, pregame show, is brought to you by TJ Maloney for State Representative. He will be our keynote host for the Tiger Tailgate Show, as well as the pregame show and halftime show this year for the remainder of the season, as well as the WM Grocery High School Football Game of the Week. You'll hear that every Friday night right here on WPIL 91.7 FM. Gospel radio station, bringing you high school football action here at the official sports network for Cleburne County High School Tiger Athletics. All things athletics belongs right here on WPIL 91.7. We're thankful that you're listening to us. You're out there driving into the ball game. We hope that you will continue to tune in to this radio station as you're sitting in the bleachers watching the ball game tonight. You can find us on the TuneIn radio app, or you can go to WPILFM.com. Click on the Listen Live button, and there you go. You've got us in your ears as you sit in the bleachers. Hey, you may have to go to the bathroom, go to the concession stand, but you still have the play-by-play action that'll be going along, taking on tonight here on this ball game and this broadcast. Luke, real quickly, let's get into some tales of the tape right quick for Cleburne County versus Sacs. Cleburne County 5A Region 4 on their second year now, 5A, our home standing Tigers going into this 5A season for the second time. This is Coach Short's 20th season this year coaching Tiger football. as you come out of the 5A season last year, we know how difficult that was. We know the 2-8 record that we posted last year. Not proud of that, and I know these guys down on the field, as well as the coaches, not either, because we're used to seeing the Tigers win football games. But coming into a new season, new team, new players in some positions, how does that speak to your team coming into a new season here and getting into last year teams we were not familiar with, but this year we will be as some sort, being this 5A Region 4 for our second season?
Yeah, coming into 5A, it's got a little bit of adjustment. And the schools are bigger; they got more to choose from, and we're considered a small 5A now. And that 2-8 season that we had last year, it's not regular that we say that around here. And Coach Short going into his 20th season, very few seasons have been like that. But it's like I've heard coaches say before. You want to try to forget those seasons and leave them in the past, but you kind of don't want to do that too, because you want to remember it. You want to remember how it felt to lose and not want that feeling anymore. And if anything, talking to Coach Lee at the county fair this year, that's motivated them. They said they've had the best summer they've had in a long time. So hopefully that season just motivates them, and we get out here and we can, since we're more familiar with this 5A region, we do a little bit better this year.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to talk to Coach Lee a couple weeks ago. If you're out there listening to us, you were listening to us that day. We had a few opportunities that we got to speak to Coach Lee there at the county fair about the summer workouts and the kind of motivation that they've got coming into this season. And he thought that he was very excited. You could hear the energy in his voice, even 3 weeks ago now, on the excitement that this football team has for this 2017 season. And I think that radiates from the players probably more than it does the coaches.
Yeah. Coach Lee brought up the 7-on-7 camp that they had. They had such a great camp where they won a lot of games against some really good teams. And when you start getting that winning taste in your mouth, it kind of gets contagious. And hopefully that rolls over to the season, gives our team a little bit more confidence than maybe they had last year, and to be able to win games late. And I think we won 2 games on the last play during that 7-on-7, and it just gives you confidence that you can go and make plays. And like Coach Lee said, they were looking for players that just step up and make plays, and hopefully when they strap on the pads tonight, those players will step up again.
The tails of the tape real quickly for Cleburne County. The 2016 season, points scored. The Cleburne County offense scored 250 total points on the 2016 season, but allowed 359. That's not a stat that you like to see on your column.
No, it's not. But a lot of times during the games last year, we were driving the ball, moving it really good, and then we just kind of like we were running in quicksand. We just didn't finish drives. So hopefully, with Brock Swafford at quarterback, he's got a lot of experience. He's going to lead our team down and hopefully finish some drives and being able to stop people on defense, getting off the field on third down. We gave up a lot of long third down yardage last year when we had the teams back, their backs against the wall, and just gave up big plays. And we're not geared to give up big plays and be able to come back and win.
Win-loss record last year for Cleburne County, as we mentioned, 2-8, 1 win on the road and 1 win at home. Sachs coming into tonight's ball game with Coach Jonathan Miller, coaching his 6th season as head coach for Sachs. Last year, the Sachs Wildcats 6-5 on the year, and this year, as Coach Lee told us a few weeks ago, picked to win the 4A North.
Yeah, that was Coach Lee's pick to win. Sachs they're loaded with talent. They've got a lot of kids over the years. I remember back when I played, you kind of almost like to play Sachs because it was going to be a win, and it's not that case anymore. They're just loaded with athletes that can just run up and down the field. And last year, posting that 6-5, that's disappointing for them. And even I think they lost the first round in the playoffs, and that was disappointing. So they're returning a lot of starters. So they're looking to have a big season in 4A and looking to polish off what they've been doing for the summer tonight as well.
Yeah, Sachs goes down last year, takes on Fayette County, that the first road test, I guess you would say, of the playoffs, and loses that one on the road to Fayette County 20-7. Not a bad score, though, for Sachs to go on the road and get beat. I know you want to win, but you never know if that one win, if you make that one win, you never know what the outcome of the next 3 games may be. In 2016, Sachs outscored their opponents 296 points and then only allowed 249. So that's a little bit better statistic for them, I guess, to kind of maybe build momentum on today.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's like I said, and you just look down here and just see that they've got some athletes down there that can run up and down the field that they're going to score. You know, we just got to be able to stop them at times and hopefully score with them and hopefully get a turnover here and there and stay with them. But we're going to play a lot of players tonight. We're treating it as a regular game, but there's going to be the whole team's going to be out there playing. It's not just going to be just the starters, because it is a jamboree game. You don't want to get anybody hurt for the regular season, but you also want to play your guys as well.
Yeah, more than likely tonight you'll see the starters obviously begin this game. Your usual week one starters to start this ball game. You'll probably see them for, I would say, a majority of the first half, wouldn't you, Luke?
Oh yeah, no doubt. We'll probably see them first 2 quarters at least, maybe one drive in the second half, 2 drives, and then get some other guys in there to get some experience and then see if they can step up, because we're young anyway, but we got to see who can step up and play at a high level.
This week gives your week one opponent, who is going to be Leeds for us, some film study, as well as their game will give us film as well. But week 0, you don't really want to show, I guess, your deck of cards.
Yeah, probably just going to stay in some base packages on offense and defense. Not call, you're not going to see any trick plays and that kind of stuff, and probably not see a lot of counters, and they just base packages of base defenses. Probably not going to see anything too crazy, blitzes and stuff. But I also want to make sure that we're getting after it and going full speed as well.
Almost has the implications to kind of be a smash mouth type football game, if you will.
Oh yeah. And these teams always got after it with each other, and hopefully it is that kind of, because that's kind of the style that Cleburne County's always like to play. We'll see what the offense is made of this year, but we've always kind of tried to play that smash mouth offense and be in your face in defense as well.
Hey, you're listening to the Tiger Tailgate pregame show, brought to you by TJ Maloney for state representative. We'll step away for a minute. When we come back, we'll talk about some coaching changes that are going on in 5A Region 4, as well as break down some of the Alabama High School Athletic Association 7A through 1A standings, and then maybe talk a little bit about our roster and some players to watch coming up for tonight in this ball game, as well as the 2017 season. Keep it locked right here on WPIL 91.7, Cleburne County's official sports network. Keep it locked right here. We'll be back right after this.
This is the Gospel Mix, WPIL 91.7 FM, Heflin.
If you're looking for a local connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices, well, look no further. Come see us today at W&M Grocery. Our family-owned store offers a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from the everyday essentials to specialty items from around the world. Our friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for, and we take pride in our community, and we appreciate your business. So look no further. Come see us today at 1221 Almond Street, W&M Grocery, right here in beautiful downtown Heflin.
Papa's Pizza to Go is the pizza worth driving for, located here at 41 Owen Circle in Heflin, Alabama. Jimmy and Lisa Price, the owners, say, hey, check out the daily specials at Papa's Pizza on WPIL's Facebook page. Papa's Pizza to Go, a proud sponsor of WPIL 91.7, the voice of Heflin.
Guarantee Pest Control is a proud supporter of WPIL 91.7. Located at 2725 McClellan Boulevard in Anniston, Alabama, Guarantee Pest Control will help you protect your most precious investment. From Huntsville to Tallahassee, from Tuscaloosa to Montgomery, and every city in between, Guarantee Pest Control has eliminated Alabama's pests since 1958. With over 50 years in the business, why call anyone else? For more information, call toll-free 1-800-378-3021. That's 1-800-378-3021. Guarantee Pest Control, a proud underwriter of today's gospel music on WPIL 91.7 in Heflin, Alabama.
God's Country 91.7 WPIL, the voice of Heflin.
Field as the Tigers are out stretching right now, as well as the Sacs Wildcats getting ready for this 2017 Game 0 matchup here at Ellie Bell Field. You're listening to the Tiger Tailgate Show on WPIL 91.7, brought to you by TJ Maloney for State Representative Luke. Let's go down real quick. The Alabama High School Athletic Association standings that is brought to you by Marie's Barbecue this year. The league standings, and we'll start out with Class 7A, and we'll go all the way to 1A this year with the preseason poll. They come out on August the 9th. Obviously, in Class 7A, you've got Hoover sitting there at number 1.
Of course, Hoover's there in and out every year, and if they're in the state championship, they either win it or lose it every year. I mean, they're there every single year. They're always at the top, always finish at the top. Great program down there.
You got a 10-2 team coming in at ranked number 2 in Central Phoenix City. Thompson. I think we know who we have some ties there in Thompson. I believe one of the Easley coaches may have coached there or coaches there now. Hewitt Trussell, James Clemens, McGill Tulin sits in at number 6. Spain Park, number 7, 8, Bob Jones, 9, Auburn, and 10, Enterprise. That rounds out Class 7A. Moving down to Class 6A, you have Ramsey coming off their first state championship win last year. Only been a team for about 6 years in their first state championship victory last year. In Class 6A, sitting at number 1, Hillcrest Tuscaloosa at number 2, Blunt number 3, Austin, Opelika, Pinson Valley comes in at 6, Oxford High School ranked number 7, Daphne, Moser Shoals, and Park Crossing down at in Montgomery rings out the top 10 in 6A. Moving down to Class 5A right here, where you're listening to the Cleburne County Tigers all season as we're Class 5A. Some familiar foes for us in that group, and some will play this year. We'll talk about that a little bit more in depth here in just a minute. But in Class 5A, you've got Beauregard sitting at number 1, Briarwood Christian out of Birmingham sitting at number 2, St. Paul's from South Alabama ranked number 3rd, Viger, Alexandria, and Carroll will be tied for 5th place. Central Clay County sits at number 7 in the top 5A standings. Winona, Eufaula, and Brooks rounds out the top 10. Moving down to Class 4A, you'll see Hanley sitting there at number 1 with a 13-2 record last year with a state championship and a brand new field, might I add you, a turf stadium. I guess that's what happens when you win state championships, Luke.
Oh, yeah. Get that money rolling in.
Ranked number 2 in Class 4A preseason polls, Andalusia. Madison Academy ranked number 3rd. UMS Wright. Rogers leads at number 6. St. James, number 7. Hoax Bluff, number 8. Number 9, Cordova. And then number 10, Fayette County, who Sacs knows, obviously, because they played last year in round number 1 and went down on the road 20-7 against Fayette County. Moving down to Class 3A, Piedmont, number 1. Mobile Christian, number 2. Gordo sits at number 3. Ohatchee 4. Montevallo 5. Opp, number 6. Oakman, number 7. Pike County, number 8. 9 is Weaver, and 10 is Randolph County. Class 2A, Fife, Aliceville, Lynette, Elba, ranked number 4. GW Long, Tanner at 6. Lafayette at 7. Leroy at 8. New Brockton at 9 and 10. Round out the top 10 is Sandrock being number 10. In Class 1A, Maplesville, Sweetwater, Linden, Pickens County, Brantley, Addison, Cedar Bluff at number 7. 8 is Spring Garden, number 9, Marengo, and ranking out at number 10 in the Class 1A top 10 standings for preseason is Notasulga from a 7-5 record from last year.
Yeah, a lot of good teams ranked in the top 10s there. What I found interesting is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We played 5 of those top 10 teams, and in the 5A, the Beauregard being ranked number 1, we will be playing them. They're in our region. Alexandria being ranked number 5, we'll be playing them. That's a non-region game. Clay Central, another region game. They're ranked number 7 in 5A. 4A, we play Leeds next week. They're ranked in the top 10, number 6 in 4A. And then, of course, 5 ranked number 1 in 2A, played them last year. They're always up there. We're playing 5 of those teams that we just named of all those classifications. That's a pretty brutal schedule right there.
If high school football in Alabama would go off the strength of schedule like college football does, you win these games, buddy, you'd be sitting pretty good after that round out we just did.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's anybody in the state that's got a tougher schedule than Cleburne County. And like we said, we moved up to 5A last year, and we just bowed up and played every good team in the state, I guess. We just scheduled all the non-region games that are good and ranked in the top 10, and our region is so tough. Two of those teams are ranked in the top 10. So we'll just see what we got again this year. Brutal schedule, but got to bow up and play.
One thing you don't want to see, though, when you start looking and doing some research like I did today with Alabama High School Athletic Association and some coaches polls and some preseason rankings and preseason articles, if you will, one thing I noticed was that Cleburne County is ranked in the top 10 for the strength of schedule, for one of the hardest schedules in the state of Alabama. Out of all the high schools and of all the many schools in this state, 7A through 1A, you look at that and you see strength of schedule article, and you see Cleburne County sitting there in the top 10 for strength of schedule.
Yeah, we're sitting in the top 10 in the strength of schedule. It's not great, but like I said, it's still the game's still played on the field. All these are preseason rankings, and that's what everybody thinks is going to happen, but not necessarily is going to happen. So the games are still played on the field, and we'll just see if we end up in the top 10 at the end of the season.
38 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here in this pregame show. As the teams are down there on the sideline warming up, I see Coach Short making his way out of the locker room now, walking down the sideline. Sachs Wildcats to our right, warming up in those silver helmets with those red face masks. And then to our left here, almost at midfield, Luke, you've got the Cleburne County homestanding Tigers warming up with those red helmets, black face masks, those new red helmets this year. We'll have a few things to talk about that too moving into week number 1. Probably not going to see the new jerseys. It doesn't look like from them on week 0, but they do have some nice looking brand new Adidas jerseys and uniforms.
Yeah, I saw where Coach Short was trying to raise some money to get some new uniforms and was able to do so. Raised a lot of money in the uniforms that they're going to break out. They are just sweet. I mean, they were needing some new ones, and they look awesome. I think it's Adidas was the sponsor of that, and I'm telling you, when you see these, you're going to think that a college team is walking out on the field. They look that good.
Game time weather for you tonight, brought to you by Alpha, Sandy Sanders, and Brandon. I don't even know his last name.
Brandon Harlan.
Brandon Harlan, Sandy Sanders, and Brandon Harlan there in Alpha brings you the game time weather tonight. Beautiful night for football. 89 degrees right now with a little bit of wind out of the east at 3 miles per hour. Game time stats for you: about 0% chance of rain, partly sunny with an east wind 2 miles per hour. So it should be a good night for high school football. Keep it locked right here on WPIL 91.7 for the Tiger Tailgate Show. We'll be back right after this for more action right here at Ellie Bell Field. If you're looking for a local connection for high quality foods, friendly service, and great prices, well, look no further. Come see us today at W&M Grocery. Our family-owned store offers a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from the everyday essentials to specialty items from around the world. Our friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for, and we take pride in our community, and we appreciate your business. So look no further. Come see us today at 1221 Alma Street, W&M Grocery, right here in beautiful downtown Heflin.
Ellie Bell Construction of Heflin is an underwriter of 91.7 WPIL Radio. Located at 1226 County Road 11, Ellie Bell Construction has been in this area for years, helping people in Heflin and in Cleburne County. The phone number is 256-253-2676. For all of your construction needs, it's Ellie Bell Construction, 253-2676. A proud underwriter of 91.7 WPIL.
Buster Miles Automotive is a longtime supporter of the ministry of WPIL 91.7 FM in Heflin, Alabama.
At Buster Miles Chevrolet and Ford in Heflin, our #1 goal is to keep you and your family on the move to support your favorite football team all season long. With our excellent service Monday through Friday and all day on Saturdays. Test drive the all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox or the 2017 Ford Escape with huge savings. Please see our entire inventory online or off I-20 exit 199 in Heflin for the difference worth driving since 1947.
Hello out there, Tiger fans in Cleburne County High School. Tiger football is about to be back on the radio starting this Friday night, beginning at 6 o'clock for the pregame show right here on WPIL 91.7, and then the kickoff to follow at 7. Join us this Friday as we bring you live play-by-play action between your Cleburne County Tigers and Sachs in this year's 2017 Jamboree game. We hope that you'll join us beginning at 6 o'clock right here on everything Cleburne County Athletics, WPIL 91.7.
Don's Pawn Shop, downtown Heflin on Burn Street, is now doing taxes. You can now stop in and shop Don's Pawn Shop while your taxes are being prepared. That's Don's Pawn Shop in downtown Heflin at 191 Burn Street. You can call Don's Pawn at 463-2727. 463-2727. Don's Pawn Shop, now doing taxes as well as your pawn and jewelry headquarters. 191 Burn Street in Heflin. An underwriter of 91.7 WPIL.
Hi folks, Roger Harris here with a quick word about Pack-A-Sack Convenience Store and Deli, owned by Mike and Lori Randall. Pack-A-Sack is a proud supporter of WPIL 91.7. They're located at 9875 U.S. Highway 78 East at the intersection of Highway 78 and Alabama Highway 9, also known as the foot of Heflin Mountain. The deli is open Monday through Saturday from 4 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're closed on Sundays. They're serving fish on Fridays. Ask them about the Sweet 16 barbecue special, the whole smoked Boston butts, and their delicious Brunswick stew. Pack-A-Sack Convenience Store and Deli is a proud supporter of the ministry of WPIL 91.7, today's gospel music.
An underwriter of WPIL is State Line Fuel Center, located at exit 205 at 8658 Highway 46 in Heflin, under management by Laura Cobb. State Line Fuel Center and Tire Service, offering fuel and truck tire services on all makes and models. Open 24/7, 256-463-5747. A proud supporter of WPIL 91.7.
Millworks Sales and Surplus, 3825 Highway 9 South in Heflin, where they specialize in French doors, molding, granite, tiles, porch post, vinyl windows, and exterior and interior doors. Millworks Sales and Surplus is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. They can be reached at 256-463-7853. Millworks Sales and Surplus, 3825 Highway 9 South in Heflin. Millworks Sales and Surplus and underwriter of Worship 91.7 FM WPIL.
Whitman's Tanning and Flowers at 2291 Highway 46 in Heflin, Alabama is a proud longtime supporter of the ministry of WPIL Radio. Currently running monthly and back-to-school specials. They're open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Monday through Saturday. And remember, the sun is always shining at Whitman's Tanning and Flowers, 2291 Highway 46 in Heflin, Alabama, an underwriter of WPIL Radio 91.7 FM.
You know what? You can take WPIL anywhere you go in the world. That's right. You can listen to us online at WPILFM.com. That's WPILFM.com. Listen to us anywhere you go in the world. So remember, take us with you.
Dryden Funeral Home is a proud supporter of WPIL 91.7. They are a family-owned and operated business serving Cleburne County and surrounding communities since 1962. They are a full-service funeral home capable of meeting all your family's needs, whether to honor your loved one's life with a traditional service or with one of the many choices associated with cremation. They also offer pre-planned funeral services. Their caring and compassionate staff will strive to tailor each service to meet the family's needs. The Dryden Funeral Home staff has more than a combined 100 years experience in the funeral industry. Their comfortable, modern facility is conveniently located at 1467 Almond Street in Heflin, Alabama. Complete obituaries can be viewed on their website at www.drydenfuneralhome.com. Dryden Funeral Home has been an active part of this community for over 55 years. Dryden Funeral Home cares for the families they serve.
When severe weather hits Cleburne County, listen to today's gospel music, 91.7, for updates and school closures.
The Robin's Nest Greenery and Gift Shop, located at 6543 Alabama Highway 9 in White Plains, owned and operated by Donnie and Diane Ford, is a proud supporter of WPIL 91.7. They have flowers, hanging baskets, ferns, shrubs, trees, vegetable plants, and many kinds of annuals and perennials. They also have decorative concrete statuary, benches, and bird baths. Wrought iron decor is available and beautiful handcrafted woodwork by local artisans. Robin's Nest Greenery will be open from 9 to 4 on Saturdays from now until the end of September. You can call Donnie Ford at 256-499-0207 or Diane Ford at 256-236-5855 for more information. That's the Robin's Nest Greenery and Gift Shop at 6543 Alabama Highway 9 in White Plains, Alabama, a proud underwriter of WPIL 91.7, today's gospel music.
And welcome back to beautiful Ellie Bell Field as we are now locked in to the Cleburne County Tiger pregame show brought to you by TJ Maloney. For State Representative Luke, we got a new broadcast partner to the team, Josh Lambert. He'll be our sideline guy. And Josh, I know you're trying to make your way down to the field right now, but can you hear us? Can you pick us up good? Hear us loud and clear. Good. So Josh will be down on the sideline with us tonight. You'll get the pregame. You get the coin flip. You'll get some chatter, I guess you'd hear from the captain. Luke, that was you last year. Let me ask you a question. Coming from being down on the field and now into the box, what a different world.
Oh yeah. You're not sticking the mic in somebody's face and asking them a question. When you're down, I'm not real scared about the look that I get, but I hear Josh is good at that and doesn't mind it, and he's going to go out there, and it gives you a different experience when you're out there with the coin toss. Listening to the captain speak and the head referee telling them about that, and gives people listening on the radio and experience of being out there on the field as well.
Josh, we can see him making his way down to the field now. Josh, being on the field right now, we know Cleburne County is in the locker room, going through their pregame checks and rituals, and you're looking to your right, seeing sacks down on the field. What can you judge by looking at them down on the field versus what we can see? The excitement level, is it there? Is it not there? Or are they just treating this like a jamboree game, or is it week one for them? Having some technical difficulties there with Josh. We'll call him back up here into the box and work some details out with him. But Luke, 26 minutes and 55 seconds ticking down now on the clock. You see Sack still out there, still warming up. Cleburne County's in the locker room, going through their checks, festivities there before the game. Being a young player, this is your first year. This is your first at bat, if you would, on the big stage. Let's say for a freshman, getting the opportunity to maybe play some tonight. What kind of emotions will be going through his mind as a player stepping into this stadium, this first game under the lights, being able to watch it for so many years, and then tonight actually being in that black jersey, partaking of the activities on the field?
I'm sure for most it's going to be like a dream come true. I mean, you've stood up here in the stands and reached your hands out as players went by and hoping they give you five, and now you are that player, and you're just hoping that you get your time to shine, and hopefully that you've prepared yourself enough that when your name's called that you're ready to play.
Talking about new players on this stage and new guys, going to contribute. Switching gears a little bit to the coaches' standpoint, we got some new coaches this year in Class 5A Region 4, and Brad Wallace steps in at Washington County, Georgia, after leaving Lincoln after 4 seasons with a 19-26 record there, including a 2-3 in the playoffs. So probably not exactly where he wanted to be as he's leaving, but new coach Matt Zedeker steps in as the new head football coach at Lincoln, being the defensive coordinator for Sylacauga for the past 17 years.
Yeah, with the coach leaving and a new one coming in, the new one, is going to be fired up and ready, and wanting to prove himself as well, because he's being just a coordinator and getting his opportunity to step up as a head coach. You want to prove yourself and see that you belong there. Especially after a a decent coach is leaving, you want to come in and set your mark, and Lincoln's going to be good and talented again. So he'll be fired up and have him ready to play.
I think the toughest step in this year would be for Ted Darby as he steps in at Talladega for a perennial losing football program. You think about Talladega, 10-28 in the past 4 seasons, and then Ted Darby spends his last year as an assistant at Talladega, and now will step in as the head football coach. 20 years of coaching experience, head coach at Fayetteville in 2000, where he finished 0-9, but stepping in at Talladega this year for Talladega is Ted Darby.
Well, I you can't say that there's a lot of pressure on him because of that record that Talladega has posted over a long period of time. It couldn't get much worse. So he's going to step in, and like I said, every new coach is stepping in. They want to prove themselves and put their mark on it. And you want to be that guy that turned the program around, not kept it in that hole. So hopefully he'll pull them out, and they'll be able to have a good season as well.
Sachs Wildcats come into tonight's ball game looking for their first victory of 2017, stepping here at Elliott Bell Stadium. Number 2, Derek Bell will be your quarterback tonight, 6'1", 175 pounds, 11th grader. Jonathan Cobb comes in his starting primary position as running back. Number 3, 5'7", 165-pound, 10th grader. Moving down the list here, you've got number 4, Brent Clark. Eli Downs, number 5. Amaria Abney, number 6. Jadarius Griffin, number 7. Number 8, Will Fletcher. Number 9, Canyon Mays. Number 10, Rodolfo Torres. Number 11, Darian Brisky. Number 12, Alston McLaughlin. Number 13, Thomas Brown. Number 14, Gerald Henderson. Number 15, Roland Torres. Number 16, Leonte Tay Jones. Anthony Cornejo at number 17. Davion Dukes, 18. Xavier Elston, 19. Let me go back. Davion Dukes, that name sounds like you might call it a few times here in the next few years, him only being a 9th grader. Sounds like an athletic name.
6'1", 155. That kid can go.
Terventius Jr. Gibbs, he is number 20. And then you have Kyle Giodi, number 21. David Pachico, number 22. Tony Hunley, number 23. Jalen Young, number 24. Tyler Smith, 26. Adarius Robinson, 27. Jordan Cosper, number 33. Nijay Parker, number 50. Jalen Childs, number 52. Dawson Wells, number 53. Quavazia Mack McKenzie, number 54. Jordan Brooks, 55. Travion Bolton, number 56. Isaiah Bush, 62. Elijah Bush, 64. And then you've got, moving on down the list, McCarrion Jr. Gay, number 65. Trevor Perez, number 71. Mario Thomas, number 75. Caleb Ogle at 78. And rounding out the roster for the Sachs Wildcats, number 79, Mason McLeod. That is the Sachs roster, coached by Coach Jonathan Miller, 4A Region 5 mascot, the Wildcats principal, Jody Whaley, as they are making their way into the locker room. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the pregame show powered by TJ Morning. Keep it locked right here at WPIL 91.7.
God's Country, 91.7 WPIL, the voice of Heflin.
Now broadcasting with more power to serve you better. 91.7 FM WPIL.
Your station for Tiger Pride. This is WPIL 91.7 FM.
Hello out there, Tiger fans. In Cleburne County High School, Tiger football is about to be back on the radio starting this Friday night, beginning at 6 o'clock for the pregame show right here on WPIL 91.7, and then the kickoff to follow at 7. Join us this Friday as we bring you live play-by-play action between your Cleburne County Tigers and Sachs in this year's 2017 Jamboree game. We hope that you'll join us beginning at 6 o'clock right here on everything Cleburne County Athletics, WPIL 91.7. If you're looking for a local connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices, well, look no further. Come see us today at W&M Grocery. Our family-owned store offers a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from the everyday essentials to specialty items from around the world. Our friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for, and we take pride in our community, and we appreciate your business. So look no further. Come see us today at 1221 Alma Street, W&M Grocery, right here in beautiful downtown Heflin.
Ellie Bell Construction of Heflin is an underwriter of 91.7 WPIL Radio. Located at 1226 County Road 11, Ellie Bell Construction has been in this area for years, helping people in Heflin and in Cleburne County. The phone number is 256-253-2676. For all of your construction needs, it's Ellie Bell Construction, 253-2676. A proud underwriter of 91.7 WPIL.
A message from DAV to returning veterans. Thank you for doing your duty and doing our bidding. Thank you for stepping up and not backing down. Thank you for putting yourself in harm's way and putting your buddies' lives ahead of your own. Thank you for defending our freedom and displaying your honor. DAV thanks all veterans by fighting to get them the benefits and support they were promised. Visit DAV.org for free help. And again, thank you.
Guarantee Pest Control is a proud supporter of WPIL 91.7. Located at 2725 McClellan Boulevard in Anniston, Alabama, Guarantee Pest Control will help you protect your most precious investment. From Huntsville to Tallahassee, from Tuscaloosa to Montgomery, and every city in between, Guarantee Pest Control has eliminated Alabama's pests since 1958. With over 50 years in the business, why call anyone else? For more information, call toll-free 1-800-378-3021. That's 1-800-378-3021. Guarantee Pest Control, a proud underwriter of today's gospel music on WPIL 91.7 in Heflin, Alabama.
Tanner Health System is advancing health, expanding the possibilities for health in our community. From allergists to urologists, we're everywhere you are, when and where you need us most. Brought to you by the brilliant minds that are making exceptional health possible in our community. We know it takes much more than medicine. It takes medicine beyond measure. 770-214-CARE or learn more at tanner.org.
Piggly Wiggly on Ross Street in downtown Heflin, Alabama is a proud underwriter of WPIL. Since 1923, they have been serving certified Angus beef, a sit-down deli from 10:30 until 2 p.m., and the entire store is open from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. Danny and Denise White with Piggly Wiggly in downtown Heflin, Alabama have been serving God and our listeners since 1923.
Hey, I want to tell you how much we appreciate here at WPIL the fact that you listen. Now, we want you to be more involved. We're asking for people to volunteer to help with things around WPIL. You can do that, you know. It's easy. Just give us a call at 256-463-4226. Again, that's 256-463-4226. We'd love for you to come and be part of our ministry team here at WPIL.
Buster Miles Automotive is a longtime supporter of the ministry of WPIL 91.7 FM in Heflin, Alabama.
At Buster Miles Chevrolet and Ford in Heflin, our number one goal is to keep you and your family on the move to support your favorite football team all season long with our excellent service Monday through Friday and all day on Saturdays. Test drive the all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox or the 2017 Ford Escape with huge savings. Please see our entire inventory online or off I-20 exit 199 in Heflin for the difference worth driving since 1947.
Now broadcasting with more power to serve you better. 91.7 FM WPIL.
Ellie Bell Construction of Heflin is an underwriter of 91.7 WPIL Radio. Located at 1226 County Road 11, Ellie Bell Construction has been in this area for years, helping people in Heflin and in Cleburne County. The phone number is 256-253-2676. For all of your construction needs, it's Ellie Bell Construction, 253-2676. A proud underwriter of 91.7 WPIL.
Is that coming through ours?
I bet it's coming through mine. I don't know how to get it to come off my phone and onto the mic.
Welcome back, everybody. We're still having a little technical difficulties there trying to get this sideline reporter figured out down there. But welcome back to the pregame show here on WPIL 91.7, the official sports network for Cleburne County High School Tiger Athletics. I want to run down real quickly the Cleburne County roster here. DeLeon Brown, number 1. Arcavius Brown, number 1. Number 2. Isaiah Brown, number 3. Rustin Roberts, number 6. Trevor Houston, number 7. You'll hear his name, I'm sure, called quite a bit. Anthony Thompson, number 8. Levi Harcrow, number 9. Gage Harcrow, you'll hear that. Tristan Arnold, number 10. Hunter Cavender, number 11. Reese Morrison, number 12. Aiden Swapper, number 13. Donovan Folks, number 14. Christian Seal, 21. Rico Jordan, number 22. Tayshawn Hall, number 23. William Morrow, number 24. Xavier Brown, 25. Nicholas Dunston, 28. Micah Ross, number 30. Christopher Higgins, number 32. Dustin Irvin, number 34. Zachary Williamson, 36. Seth Trevitt, number 40. Mac Humphreys, 42. Austin Cade Smith, number 44. William Rollins, number 48. Harper Dingler, number 50. Brandon Rogers, 51. Chase Austin, 52. Samuel Day, 53. Gavin Wright, number 54. Justin Pate, 55. Weston Salter, number 56. Porter Embry, number 57. Christopher Boozer, 58. Zachary Salter, number 59. William Bolden, number 60. William Brown, number 61. Olson Sperlin, 63. Graham Cheatwood, number 65. Matthew Nolan, number 68. Damian Ellington, number 69. John Conkle, number 72. Jackson Sperlin, 73. Anthony Pate, 75. Jared Morrow, number 76. Anderson Turner, number 79. Jason Higgins, number 80. Dalton Weathers, 81. Samuel Adams, number 82. Cameron McElroy, number 84. Braden Graham, number 85. Logan Thomason, 86. Lucas Downey, 88. Benjamin Oswald, number 90. And Joseph Stevens rounds out the roster at number 99. That's the Cleburne County High School Tiger Athletic roster. 13 minutes left to go here in the pregame as the victory line starts to make their way out onto the field. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the Cleburne County High School pregame show brought to you by TJ Maloney. We'll be back right after this.
For the best in Southern gospel music, keep that dial tuned to 91.7 WPIL. Hi, this is Mike Riddle of the Primitive Quartet. Thanks to our dear friend at WPIL for keeping gospel music alive and well.
If you're looking for a local connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices, well, look no further. Come see us today at W&M Grocery. Our family-owned store offers a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need from the everyday essentials to specialty items from around the world. Our friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for, and we take pride in our community and we appreciate your business. So look no further. Come see us today at 1221 Alma Street, W&M Grocery, right here in beautiful downtown Heflin.
Buster Miles Automotive is a longtime supporter of the ministry of WPIL 91.7 FM in Heflin, Alabama.
At Buster Miles Chevrolet and Ford in Heflin, our number one goal is to keep you and your family on the move to support your favorite football team all season long with our excellent service Monday through Friday and all day on Saturdays. Test drive the all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox or the 2017 Ford Escape with huge savings. Please see our entire inventory online or off I-20 exit 199 in Heflin for the difference worth driving since 1947.
And welcome back to Ellie Bell Field as the victory line has started making its formation down there on the field, and the stands are on their feet as they're about to go through the national anthem here. We're 9 minutes and 30 seconds from kickoff here. And Luke, first national anthem of the season, first victory line of the season. You can't express more of excitement than you can right now for high school football. It's finally here.
Oh yeah, that flag's going up, man, and just thinking about all the sacrifice that people have made to make nights like tonight happen. We're able to stand here and take in a ball game that so many people have given their lives for us to be able to do this, man. It gives you chills just thinking about it.
It's definitely a privilege as we're trying to be as quiet as we can, standing here at attention for the national anthem. It's definitely a privilege to be standing here inside this booth watching what's unfolding here as we're having the national anthem. And like Luke said, the many who have sacrificed that are from this county the men that have played this game here before to lay the foundation for the kids that are out there on the field. That ought to give you chill bumps. As you can see, Sachs now coming out of the locker room, standing there, paying their respects to Old Glory and the Cleburne County Tigers as well, starting to kind of make their way and falling out of the locker room there. 8 minutes, 19 seconds left here on the game clock. We'll pause for just a couple minutes here as we finish up the national anthem. You're listening to the pregame show right here on WPIL 91.7.
As they serve.
7 minutes left to go here on the game clock as the captains start to make their way out onto the field. Sachs Wildcats coming out of the locker room. The victory formation set up on the field. Sideline guys down there getting set and getting ready. Sachs making their way out of the locker room onto the field. Brandon Johnson joined alongside Luke Bowman as we're almost here, Luke, for kickoff of Game 0 here in the 2017 season. 6 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here on the game clock, ticking down now as Sachs comes out wearing those away white jerseys with the red numerals, gray helmets with the red face mask, red pants, and the white shoes. The Tigers not quite out of their locker room yet, as more than likely they'll walk down here in front of us, Luke, as they come in front of this press box. About on the 50, we're sitting high atop this beautiful stadium. The stands starting to fill up as the band to our right, and the stands, like I said, people coming in, filing in. You still see people on the road out there parking, and some of the Sachs faithful has made their way in as well on the opposing sideline. So good night here for football. As we mentioned a while ago, about 86 degrees right now, about 83 for game time for the Alpha Insurance game time weather. And then you have the TJ Maloney pregame show right here. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff here at Ellie Bell Field. When we come back, it will be the WM Grocery High School Football Game of the Week live right here from Ellie Bell Field. 5 minutes or so left to go in the pregame show. And then once we come back from this break, you'll have Cleburne County High School Tiger Football live on your radio. Stay tuned right here. Kickoff is coming up right after this.
Don's Pawn Shop, downtown Heflin on Burn Street, is now doing taxes. You can now stop in and shop Don's Pawn Shop while your taxes are being prepared. That's Don's Pawn Shop in downtown Heflin at 191 Burn Street. You can call Don's Pawn at 463-2727, 463-2727. Don's Pawn Shop, now doing taxes as well as your pawn and jewelry headquarters, 191 Burn Street in Heflin, an underwriter of 91.7 WPIL.
If you're looking for a local connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices, well, look no further. Come see us today at W&M Grocery. Our family-owned store offers a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from the everyday essentials to specialty items from around the world. Our friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for, and we take pride in our community, and we appreciate your business. So look no further. Come see us today at 1221 Almond Street, W&M Grocery, right here in beautiful downtown Heflin. Swafford hands the ball off to Henson up the middle. He's untouched into the secondary.
Oh my gosh.
To beat.
Go, son, go.
Screen pass into Henson. Same day. Jailbreak screen. Henson up the middle. Over to the 5. He's close. Oh, he's close.
Get up the line.
The one. Swafford hands the ball off to Houston. Houston hit at the goal line, but they say he's in. Touchdown Tigers, as Trevor Houston that time takes the handoff and scampers in about a yard and a half. He's going to throw it. Have a man open to Cade Smith, and the ball's caught. Ball is caught that time by Cade Smith as Swafford floats one.
Cleburne County High School Tiger Football is live on the air.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to High School Tiger Football. We're going to go down live in the midfield for the coin toss with Josh. Josh, take it away.
I'm going to yell for a captain. I'm going to yell for a black captain or a white captain. I want one of you two guys on each side to step up, okay? All right, Sykes, you're the visiting team. Got a coin right here, heads, tails. I want you to call in there. If I drop it, we'll reflip it, okay? Call it loud enough for Mr. Kelly to hear it, okay? Heads. What do you say, Mr. Kelly? Tails it is.
Take the ball.
All right, they'll take the ball. Which end would you like to defend? Which way you like to kick it? All right, if you would put your back over here.
So the Tigers have won the coin toss, and they will Let's see. They will receive the kickoff as the captains for tonight's ball game for the Cleburne County Tigers is number 7, Trevor Houston, and number 13, Brock Swafford. For the opposing Sacs Wildcats, number 53, Dawson Wells, and number 4, Brett Clark. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ellie Bell Field for the WM Grocery High School Football Game of the Week. Sacs Wildcats make their way out of the locker room as the Cleburne County Tigers set up here in the end zone, getting ready to run through the victory line. Red helmets, black jerseys, white numbers outlined in red. Black pants with the red stripe down the middle with the white tennis shoes as they come through the victory line. Now 2 minutes and so left to go here in the pregame festivities as the Tigers are making their way to their sideline, as well as Sags. And Luke, we're just a couple minutes from kickoff here at 2017.
Yeah, no better feeling in the world than to kick off the season and football season around here in Heflin. Such a big time of the year, running through that victory line, knowing that you're just about to go and hit somebody else for the first time. Seeing it again, if everything, all the preparation is paid off in the summer, going to go out here and knock some heads, hopefully.
Week number 0, as we've said multiple times already in this broadcast, but this game does matter. Anytime they turn on that scoreboard, you want to win.
Oh yeah, if you're any kind of competitor, you always want to win, no matter if it's football, if it's basketball, if it's badminton, whatever it is, man. If you're a competitor, you want to win.
The receiving team for Cleburne County Tigers will start to kind of make their way out onto the field as the kickoff team here for the Sacs Wildcat make their way out onto the field again. Sacs in those white jerseys, red letters, red pants, white shoes with the gray/silver helmets with the red face mask. Doing the kicking tonight for Sacs will be number 17. That'll be Anthony Cornejo, kicker, 5'5", 100 pounds, 11th grader. Doing the kicking back to receive for Cleburne County will be number 2, Arcavius Brown, as well as number 7, Trevor Houston, back deep for the Tigers. 12 minutes set on the clock, 0-0. We're ready to get this thing kicking off, waiting for the official to blow the whistle. The whistle is blown, and we are ready and get set for high school football, and we are underway. High, end over end, kick into the end zone. Going to be a touchback as Tigers will be 1st and 10 on the 20.
Yeah, nice kick right there from number 17 for Sacs as it goes about 8 yards deep into the end zone. That's going to be a key factor for them the rest of the year if they can keep it in the end zone and keep it away from dangerous receivers.
The Tigers come out getting to an empty set. Brock Swafford in the gun by himself. Now Trevor Houston will step back there with him. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side for Cleburne County. Swafford in the gun, Houston in the backfield with him. 1st and 10 on the 20. Shotgun snap, trying to draw one offsides, and that they do. Number 7 for Sacs is going to be offside, so it'll be 1st and 5 as we'll move the chains up. This opening drive is brought to you by Buster Miles Chevrolet and Ford, located off exit 199 on Interstate 20, just right in the beginning of Cleburne County in Heflin. Here, start your opening drive with Buster Miles.
Yeah, it looked like Brock was going to go with that check with me offense as he went with a hard count and then look to the sidelines, but we were able to draw them off sides right there. Good start for the Tigers.
Swafford's going to go under center this time with Brown behind him. Wing formation, 2 wing backs this time. Hands the ball up the middle to Brown. Brown, nobody around him, going to get hit 5-6 yards as he barrels his way over for a first down. Going to have enough yardage. Move the chains for the Tigers, 1st and 10.
Huge hole right there. Old wing T offense right there. Hadn't seen that in a long time at Cleburne County, but was able to open up a big gain right there for the Tigers. Able to pick up the first down. Huge hole right there. Man, I thought he was going to go for a lot longer, but Sacs Wildcats able to pursue and make the tackle.
Tigers going left to right, trips to the far side of the field. Houston in the backfield with Swafford. Swafford in the gun, tight end to the right side, trips to the top. Will be Xavier Brown, Nick Dunston, and Anthony Thompson, what it looks like from here. 11:35 on the game clock, 1st and 10. Handoff goes to the right side of Houston. Houston hit at the line of scrimmage, breaks the tackle, tries to get upfield. Going to get positive yardage, about 6 on that play. First, let's see, 2nd, and they're going to mark it about 4 yards, Luke.
Yeah, that was a great play right there. Somebody missed a block, and Coach Jordan Fuller's down there giving him an earful. If we had not missed that block, that might have been 6. But that's three plays and 3 different formations by the Tigers, showing a lot of formations right here early in the game.
Single receivers to each side, wingback formation to the far side of the football field. Houston in the gun, Swafford in the gun. Houston back there with him. Check with me offense, looks to the sideline. Nick Dunston to the far side of the field Isaiah Brown to the near side of the field as the Sachs Wildcats walking up on that line of scrimmage, trying to get that stunt there. That number 7 to the far side. Handoff that time goes to Houston. He barrels his way up the middle, going to pick up about 2 yards that time. So we're looking at a third and a long 3.
Yeah, some tough yardage right there by Houston as Sachs was able to penetrate the O-line for Cleburne County. I think they were on a blitz there, and we might have missed a block. But Trevor Houston able to keep his feet turning and able to pick up a couple of tough yardage there.
Nose guard Mario Thomas that time comes in for the stop for the Sachs Wildcats. Back behind him now in the fullback formation, Austin Cade Smith. Houston will be in the wingback formation to the far side as Swafford under center. Swafford hands it to Cade Smith. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, nothing doing, pushed him back that time. It'll be 4th down for the Tigers.
Yeah, no, wing T there again for the Tigers, and Sachs was able to read it that time, going to the big back and Cade Smith. But Sachs was able to penetrate the offensive line, and we didn't get much, if anything at all. Looks like we're going to have to punt here on 4th down.
So that interior of that Sachs offensive line or defensive line is going to hold there as we'll have a punting formation now for the Tigers, and number 2 doing the punting duties, Arcavius Brown for Cleburne County, back deep to receive for Sachs, number 7, Jadarius Griffin. High, short, wobbly punt, going to get hit at the 38. It's going to roll back into Cleburne territory. It's going to take a bounce for Sachs. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for Sachs at the about 43-yard line.
Yeah, not a great punt by the Tigers right there. Was able to get a 1st down and just kind of stalled on offense. And now we'll see what our defense is made of as Sachs is going to bring out a lot of good athletes right here on offense.
Sachs now coming out on offense, 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Coming out at quarterback for Sachs, number 2. Derek Bales. He'll have 2 backs with him and hand it off to the right side to number 3. Jonathan Cobb that time will break over the middle. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage and will go down.
Yeah, Sachs was able to look like a read option right there as the quarterback handed it off, reading the defensive end. Tigers made a good stop, but not after the back was able to pick up a few yards.
Base formation for Sachs. Going to hand off to the right side out of the gun to Cobb. Cobb's going to break around the right end, bumbles over to the 1st down. Marker's going to have enough. No, they're going to call him short, about 1.5 yards shy of that time, as number 53 for Cleburne County, Samuel Day, is going to come in and make the stop there in open field. 3rd and short.
Yeah, sweep to the right, and Sachs didn't get touched, so he was about 6 yards down the field. Heaven's going to have to get off these blocks and put a hat on a hat and hit somebody right here if we're going to make a big stop. Big 3rd down.
8:29 remaining. 3rd and 1 for Sachs. Inside Heflin territory at the 49-yard line. Gun formation, two backs there with him. Hands it off to number 8 around the right side. Going to have enough for the 1st down yardage there. Will Fletcher for Sachs is going to be close. Let's see where they mark it. Does he have enough at the sticks? And yes, our head official, Greg Birdie, is going to say he is over the line of scrimmage, so to bring up 1st and 10 for the Sachs Wildcats.
Yeah, 2-back gun right there by Sachs. Faked it to one way and gave it to another. The Tigers weren't fooled. Sachs only had to pick up a foot, and they picked up a foot and 1 inch. So
Sachs going right to left. 3 receivers to the near side. Timeout called by Sachs. We'll take one with them. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the WM Grocery High School Football Game of the Week.
You've tuned in to the right choice. Now put a piece of duct tape on that tuning control so nobody will change it. You're listening to 91.7 WPIL.
This is the Gospel Mix. WPIL 91.7 FM, Heflin.
If you're looking for a local connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices, well, look no further. Come see us today at W&M Grocery. Our family-owned store offers a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from the everyday essentials to specialty items from around the world. Our friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for, and we take pride in our community and we appreciate your business. So look no further. Come see us today at 1221 Almond Street, W&M Grocery, right here in beautiful downtown Heflin.
You know what? You can take WPIL anywhere you go in the world. That's right. You can listen to us online at WPILFM.com. That's WPILFM.com. Listen to us anywhere you go in the world. So remember, take us with you.
Welcome back to Ellie Bell Field. 8 minutes to go right here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for Sacs Wildcats. Trips formation stacked up there to the right side of the field. Number 2 in the gun. Fires a screen pass over to the right side of the field. Going to be hit out of bounds. Clock is going to stop 7:54. He's going to pick up positive yardage that time, Luke. Maybe 6 on that one.
Yeah, just a screen pass out there when they had trips. All 3 receivers stacked behind each other, and was able to stop him before a big game, and I thought that was going to go for 6 too.
Bell in the gun, Jonathan Cobb behind him. Check with me offense, picks up his hand,
Ooh,
snap goes to him. He's going to throw a fade route to the far side of the football field. Wide open receiver. He's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Number 23 for Cleburne County. That time Tayshawn Hall is going to knock that receiver out of bounds. So LeDerrick Bell throws a wide open receiver. Get you the number for him in just a second. It's going to be number 10 for Sacs that time. Rodolfo Torres will be 1st and goal for Sacs. Bell now in the gun. 2 backs back there with him, stacked up on the even plane. Back there with him in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Going to be hit in the backfield that time by number 92 for Cleburne County. Could be number 99, Joseph Stevens that time. Is a loss on the play as the ball was handed off out of the backfield to the left side of that line of scrimmage to Jonathan Cobb.
Yeah, good read right there by the Tigers, able to penetrate the offensive line for Sacs, make a play in the backfield for a no gain. Great play by the Tigers. Just can't give up anything. Bend but don't break right here.
Bell in the gun, Cobb back there with him, along with number 6, Amaria Abdi. Abdi gets his handoff. It goes out of bounds. Cleburne County defense makes him run a long way to go out of bounds. As time ticks off the clock. Going to bring up 3rd and goal as they're going to knock him out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great play by our cornerback over there, number 3, Isaiah Brown, as he kept his outside shoulder free. Just stretched it out there till his friends came and helped him. Well, and Sacs didn't. They, like you said, they ran a long way, but didn't pick up much yardage.
Derek Bell still in the shotgun. 3rd and goal for Sacs. 7:10 on the game clock. 3rd and goal. Cobb behind him in the gun. Bell fires one out to the right side of the field. Flag on the play, but he's going to go into the end zone untouched. That time, ball is thrown from Bell to Downs, number 5, for a Sacs touchdown. But we got a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like that flag's in the area of holding on Sacs. Wide open receiver out there though, and put on an island out there. Our cornerback was, and Nick Dunston wasn't able to make the tackle. But like I said, this flag's thrown in the area of holding, and it looks like they're backing Sacs up here.
Flag on the play that time, indeed that they are. So it'll bring up a 3rd and long here. Goal to go. 7 minutes, 4 seconds that time on the game clock for Sacs as Bell walks over to his sideline. Still setting up in the gun. We have 3 receivers to the far side. Number 4, Brent Clark. Number 5, Eli Downey. And number 10, Rodolfo Torres will stack up to the right side of the field. Empty set. Bell in the shotgun by himself. 2 receivers to the near side of Sacs going right to left. Some pressure in the backfield. Bell's going to run and take it himself. He gets knocked, pushed down. That time tripped up on the play by number 3 for Cleburne County. Big play that time by Isaiah Brown. Brings up a 4th and goal for the Sacs Wildcats.
Yeah, it looked like the same play that they ran earlier with the holding call, but Cleburne County was ready for it that time. Had all the receivers covered, and the quarterback was forced to scramble, and Cleburne County able to stop him.
Graham Cheatwood checking in the game. I think that big package coming in here now to try to get some pressure on this field goal kicker. 4th and goal to go on the 13-yard line. Long field goal this time attempt from Sacs by number 17. Anthony Cornejo. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up and away, and it is good. Long field goal attempt that time made. 3 points on the board now for the Wildcats, 3-0. 6 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We'll go down to the field, down to Josh on the sideline. Josh, that holding penalty looked like it might have hurt them, but then it kind of gave them a little breathing room maybe to run that quarterback around the side.
Well, yeah, it did. But I tell you what, you get down to the 4-yard line on the opening drive, and they only come away with 3 points. That's got to get you fired up on offense. So maybe the Tigers can turn that into a positive, get back down the field and score a touchdown.
Yeah, indeed they do. As far as the excitement level down there on the field, Josh, even after that big stop, what is the meter down there for excitement?
Well, they're actually really calm. They're staying calm, composed. They're not letting this game get ahead of them too much just yet. I think maybe some still early nerves, first game of the year. So we're going to see what they do on this second drive. Maybe we can get this thing amped up down here a little bit.
Anthony Cornejo will come out now to do the kicking duties for Sachs, as well as back deep to receive this kickoff for the Cleburne County Tigers, number 3, Xavier Brown, as well as number 7, Trevor Houston. Stacked up in the middle there as Arcavius Brown, also high end-over-end kick. That time he's going to be fielded at the 1-yard line by Brown. Brown's coming out of the end zone. He's going to be at the 20, at the 25, going to be hit and knocked down that time as he picks up a good kickoff return there of 25 yards for the Cleburne County Tigers.
Yeah, good wedge right there by the Tigers, putting a hat on a hat and blocking everybody, getting on somebody and blocking. And Isaiah was able to take it up. Was that Isaiah? One of the Browns.
Yep.
Up the middle and get 25-yard gain. Hopefully we can get something going right here.
Isaiah that time had a big carry, 25 yards, as the Tigers come back out on offense. Number 44 for the Tigers, Cade Smith, checking in the ball game. Going to be a timeout right quick. Heat timeout, 5 minutes, 56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Heat timeout. We'll stay right here. One thing they do to take care of and protect those players is allow those heat timeouts in each quarter, about the 5:56-minute mark.
Yeah, very important right here, especially in Alabama when in August when the heat index is really, really high usually, and it's hot, But tonight's kind of a mild night, but it's still those heat timeouts and getting that hydration in them to avoid cramps is very important.
5 minutes, 56 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Tigers looking to get something going here on offense. And how important, Luke, is this drive for them, knowing the last drive kind of stalled out a little bit right there about the 35, 40-yard line, moving the ball pretty well, and then some things kind of don't go your way. You miss a block here and there, and you get hit in the backfield, and you end up losing some yardage, and you punt the ball away.
Yeah, I think it's very important to get their confidence going. And of course, we was able to pick up a first down on that first drive, and you want to move the ball even further. Like we said, we want to build confidence in this game and hopefully do that by picking up some first downs and maybe going, sustaining a drive and going down and scoring.
Tigers going left to right, Swafford in the gun, Brown back in the backfield with him, two receivers to the far side of the football field. Snap goes to Swafford. Swafford hands up the middle to Brown. Brown rolling over. Nobody ran him. Now he's going to get hit in the secondary. Big-time run. Breaks a couple tackles. Drags a couple defenders that time. Picks up about a 15-yard carry that time for the Tigers, and brings up another first down almost to the midfield stripe.
Yeah, it looked like a counter play right there where we weren't touched till about 15 yards down the field, and then he drug about 3 defenders 5 or 6 more yards. So a great hard run, great blocking all around right there. Just a great play by the Tigers.
2 receivers to the near side, wing formation. Swafford in the backfield, Brown back there with him. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Wing back goes in motion. Comes to the near side of the field. Snap goes to Swafford. Swafford fires over the middle. Wide open receiver. And Brown is going to be caught. It's going to be into the territory of Sachs Wildcats. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Big pitch and catch that time from Swafford to Brown.
Great read right there by Brock Swafford. You could see it opening up from up here, and I was just hoping that he did too, and he did, and he didn't miss. Threw a strike right there. Great play.
Wing formation. Swafford going under center. Brown in the backfield. 2 wing back set, 1 receiver to the far side of the football field. Tigers going left to right. Formation, a man in motion. Christian Higgins goes to the far side. Handoff goes up the middle of Brown. Brown breaks the tackle, rumbles over the middle. Going to be close to that first down marker, maybe about a half a yard shy. Let's see where they spot it. Indeed, they do. They're going to take a measurement. Let's see.
Still waiting
Depends
for a
on where
signal.
they spot it. First down. Going to be close enough. The head official waves it over.
Maybe changing his mind here.
He is going to change his mind. We're going to say we're going to be about a half
Another hard run, though.
Yard short here. 2nd and 1. Ball spotted on the 19-yard line. 2 wing formation set. Far side, 1 receiver. Swafford under center. Trap play that time goes to Brown. Brown's going to be hit in the backfield, so to bring up 3rd and maybe a long 3.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of push up front until that play right there. But Tigers, in still good position here. 3rd and a long 3, maybe a short 4. Still in good position here.
It's a host of Tigers checking in and out of the ball game. Checking in Brown, number 3. Also, Nick Dunstan is going to come to the near side of the football field. 2 receivers to the near side. Swafford in the gun. Houston back in the backfield with him. Wing formation set to the far side of the football field is now Dunston and Brown walk closer together. Going to be inside those hash marks. Man in motion, and Higgins comes to the near side. Swafford takes the ball, rolls out to his right, going to fire over the middle. Intercepted that time by Sachs. Sachs Wildcats going to intercept the ball, and number 7 is going to be running down the sideline. He's going to knocked out of bounds that time by Swafford. Darius Griffin for the Wildcats is going to come up with the ball. The ball's hit, tip. Sachs player is going to fall underneath it and take it down inside of Tiger territory. It'll be 1st and 10 for Sachs Wildcats at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's one of those that the receiver was open, but it had to be a perfect throw. It was a little bit behind him. Sachs able to tip it up and tip it to himself and intercept the ball. And, man, we were moving the ball right there. You hate for a turnover to happen at any time, but especially when you're moving the ball down the field as easily as we were.
3 minutes 56 seconds, 1st and 10, ball on the 41 as Sachs comes off their sideline. Penalty flag is going to be in there. Probably going to call that. Let's see what they call here. Maybe a sideline warning. Comes from the sideline official pre-snap. Indeed it is, as the head official give a sideline warning. No penalty that time, just can't have another one. That'll go against the Cleburne County Tigers. So 1st and 10, 3:56, 3-0 as Sachs is on top right now on the board.
Yeah, the official probably getting an earful from the Cleburne County coaches and decided to throw the flag early and
like
say
pass
that
interference.
Say we're not going to put up with you talking to me.
2 receivers split both sides for Sachs. Bell in the gun, going to hand it off that time to Cobb. Cobb's going to run around right in, hit in the backfield, going to scrape away. Tigers all around the area got to wrap up, going to knock him down. So that ball is going to be it'll be a loss that time, about 4 yards as Cobb's going to run around for his life there in the backfield.
Yeah, Cade Smith came in and hit him initially. Wasn't able to wrap up, unfortunately, but fortunately that you had about 8 Tigers that were in pursuit right there to make the play, even though Cade could not wrap up and hang on. But great play by him, great play by the rest of the Tigers.
2nd and 14 for the Wildcats at the 45-yard line. Pushing them back is the Tigers. 2 tailbacks in the backfield in the gun, in that variation of the eye out of the gun. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Handoff this time goes to Cobb. No, fakes it, throws it to the far side. That ball is going to be knocked down, incomplete, as it's going to try to throw a quick screen pass up there to the far side of the football field as Sachs Wildcats going right to left, going to drop it that time, so it'll bring up 3rd down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he did drop it because the other receiver for Sachs was blocking us. I don't know how that wasn't offensive pass interference, but that doesn't get called a whole lot. But fortunately for us, he dropped the ball, and it's going to be a 3rd and long. So this is what we can't do like we did last year, is give up 3rd and long 1st down. So let's get off the field right here.
Bale's pass was intended that last time to Brent Clark. 2 receivers to both sides of the football field, 1 back in the backfield with Bale as Cobb is in the backfield with him. Cobb looks over the defense, surveys it, snap, long throw down the middle of the field, wide open receiver is going to be caught, and he's going to be knocked down at the 2-yard line. So long strike that time from Wildcats is LeDerrick Bales. He throws about a 40-yarder or so that time in the air to a wide open receiver.
Yeah, receiver got behind our defense, behind the secondary, and then it was just a strike by their quarterback, just kind of throwing it up there. The receiver ran under it. Let's see if we can stop him right here on the 3-yard line.
1st and goal. Ball spotted at the 2-yard line. 2 minutes, 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter of regulation here at Ellie Bell Field. Wishbone set out of the gun this time as Bell in the backfield in the gun. Hands it off to number 10. 10 is going to be around right end. Rodolfo Torres still looking for running room, and he's going to scamper in untouched. Touchdown Wildcats. With 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. First touchdown on the board that time by the Rodolfo Torres for the Sachs Wildcats.
Yeah, lost contain. Our outside backer just lost contain right there for the Tigers as he was getting blocked, but wasn't able to stretch it out that time. And the running back found a hole, found a crease, and got up there and scored.
Number 17 will be doing the kicking duties. Anthony Cornejo will be checking into the ball game for the Sachs Wildcats. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up and away. Looks a little right, but nope, they're going to say it goes through as the first extra point is tacked on to the night by Cornejo for the Sachs Wildcats. 10-0 here in the opening quarter. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the official sports network, Cleburne County High School Tiger Football, WPIL 91.7.
God's Country, 91.7 WPIL, the voice of Heflin.
Whitman's Tanning and Flowers at 2291 Highway 46 in Heflin, Alabama is a proud longtime supporter of the ministry of WPIL Radio. Currently running monthly and back-to-school specials. They're open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Monday through Saturday. And remember, the sun is always shining at Whitman's Tanning and Flowers, 2291 Highway 46 in Heflin, Alabama, an underwriter of WPIL Radio 91.7 FM.
Anthony Cornejo sets the ball in a tee now for the Sachs Wildcats, looking to kick off another. Here's Trevor Houston, and Brown is back deep for the Tigers. Both of them with their heels resting on about the 3-yard line as this guy's got a leg on him, Luke.
Yeah, he's only listed at 100 pounds, but, man, it must be all be in that leg. He
high
just
end
boomed
over
one.
end kick, going to bounce out of the back of the end zone here, so the Tigers will get set up 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line here. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Got plenty of time. A lot of football left to play.
Oh, yeah, a lot of football, but, again, it's a jamboree, so you don't know how much the starters are going to play. But that last drive, taking away the positives, we moved the ball right down the field, just kind of made an errant throw, and Sachs made a big play, and they were able to capitalize on it. So let's get that out of the way and, leave it in the past and start another drive right here.
Cade Smith sets up in that C slot right off the right hip of that right tackle. One receiver to each side. Brown in the backfield with Swafford. Swafford checks to the line of scrimmage, now looks over to his coach to get the play call. Back looking at the line as the defense settles in for the Sachs Wildcats. Got one man walking down on the far side of the line of scrimmage. Handoff that time goes to Brown. Brown's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, knocked down. Maybe picked up a yard or so that time, so it'll set up a 2nd and 9 or so, though. They're going to say hold his spot, so we'll get back to the line of scrimmage that time. So 2nd and 10, still at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Sachs cheating up way on the line. They don't think that we can beat them deep at all because their deepest man's about 7 yards off the ball. Maybe we want to try for a deep ball pretty soon.
They're in Brisky that time. They're far right end, walks right up on that line of scrimmage and tries to go pre-snap. 2 receivers to each side. Whistle blows the ball dead. Timeout that time by the Tigers. We'll stay right here. We'll go down to the sideline one time real quick, down to Josh. Josh, that last possession right there, the ball or that last snap, Brown hit at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he had a little bit of running room, but that hole closed up pretty quick.
Yeah, the defender made a great play. He got a good push into the backfield, made a good solid hit, and cut that hole off real fast. It really looked like it was about to go for a lot more than it did.
You got a pretty good eye down there. You being really pretty much right there at the action level. The guys flying to the football pretty fast. The game speed from up here, I'm sure, is a little different down there.
Definitely. I mean, right here on the field, this is as close as you can get to the action. For high school kids, these guys, it really surprised you how fast they move, how quick they get in holes. It's amazing, actually.
1 minute, 57 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter as the Tigers make their way from their timeout back onto the field. 2 receivers will set up for the Tigers to the far side, and Nick Dunstan and Isaiah Brown will be to the far side. Tigers still going left to right. Cade Smith in the backfield in that wing C-slot formation. Houston back there with Swafford. Swafford hands the ball off to the right side of Houston. Check play. He's going to go to the right that time, looking for a cutback lane zone play. That time, nothing doing. Going to get about 1 yard, Luke.
Yeah, it looked like that zone play was going to go for a lot more than it did. Again, Sachs being able to step up in the hole and make a play. Somebody got a hand on Trevor, held him down for just a second as the other defenders were able to bring him down after that initial hit. 3rd and long here for the Tigers. We'll see what we can do. The Sachs Wildcats are starting to back up a little bit. Maybe they're thinking about a deep ball as well.
Christian Seal as well as Levi Harcrow checks in the ball game for the Tigers. Harcrow and Brown will be to the far side. Nick Dunstan to the near side as Christian Seal will be in the backfield with Swafford. Swafford gets going to throw a screen pass that time to the far side. I thought he may have bobbled the snap that time. Couldn't really get it set there in his hands. He throws a screen pass, going to be bobbled and incomplete. That time the ball was intended for number 3, Isaiah Brown.
Yeah, it looked like even if he would have caught it clean, there was a defender there to make the play. Unfortunately for the Tigers, they're going to have to punt this away to a pretty dangerous return man right here in Sachs, number 4, Brent Clark. We'll see if we can cover this punt and maybe make a big play on defense, get a turnover or something, and make it a short field.
4th and 9 on the Tiger 21. Brown back deep to punt. Ball in the air, wobbly end over end punt, going to be fair caught that time by number 4, Brent Clark, at the 40, let's say the 47-yard line. So it'll be the 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line with 59 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Tigers not looking too bad, really, Luke, on defense. You take a couple big plays. Big plays is what's put the ball in the end zone for sacks.
Yeah, our defense has been on the field quite a bit, with the offense not being able to move the ball the past couple of drives. So our defense, hopefully they're conditioning real well, and we'll see how conditioned they are because they've been on the field quite a bit here early.
Trips receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. Flag on the play, pre-snap. They'll play a dead ball. Let's see what they're going to mark it.
Like a false
start. That time against Sachs, so that'll move them back. That'll move the Wildcats back 5 yards, so it'll be 1st and 15 from the 42. That time looked like we were trying to set up a screen pass.
Yeah, it looked like a screen coming to the near side here, but looked like a lot of Tiger defenders there to make the play, so even if it hadn't been a penalty. So Sachs shooting themselves in the foot, helping the Tigers out to give us a little break, if nothing else. So maybe we can make a play right here.
Cobb in the backfield with Bale. 3 receivers to the far side. Handoff goes fake that time up the middle to Cobb, but Bale's going to keep it. He's going to go around the left end. He's going to get hit almost to the first down marker, so he's going to be about a yard shy. That time is number 3 for the Tigers. Brown is going to come up with a big open field tackle to halt that first down attempt there by the quarterback for Sachs with Derek Bale.
Yeah, it looked like a read option right there. He handed it off all night. That time the quarterback kept it and had a lot of running room right there on the left end.
Cobb back behind Bale in the gun. Handoff goes to Cobb around the right side. Plenty of blocking room, plenty of running room. That time he goes around the right side. Going to have a flag on the play right in that area of holding, too, on that far receiver on the far side of the football field. So the ball's going right to left. Cobb gets a handoff to the right side. Going to have enough for the first down, but it looks like they may move the Wildcats backwards.
Yeah, they were so obvious that was a hole. I think every official that had a flag in their pocket threw it. If I'd had one, I'd have thrown it too.
Seems like I was trying to find mine to toss it down there. 7 or 8 those yellow handkerchiefs find the grass that time. We're going to move them back from the line of scrimmage. Let's see. No, it's going to move back from the spot 10 yards, so it'll bring up a 2nd and about 14 or so as the ball is going to be on the 44-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Bale in the backfield by himself. Quick pass over here to the near side of the football field. That's a backwards pass. It's going to be incomplete. That time as the Sachs Wildcats are going to jump on top of it. Pass intended to Jadarius Griffin. So it'll bring up 3rd and long now for the Sachs offense.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to go to another screen pass to try to get it back a little bit of yardage and maybe make it more reasonable to pick up the first down on 3rd down now. Again, we're in a 3rd and long. Let's see if we can not give up the big play here on 3rd and long and get off the field and hopefully get our offense out and get some momentum going for the Tigers.
Trips to the near side, stacked formation, 1 receiver to the far side as number 7, Jadarius Griffin, goes in motion for Bale. Bale's in a shotgun. Bale takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw down the field, going to take it under his wing and run it. Getting close to that first down marker. Open field, going to be hit and knocked down inside Cleburne County Tiger territory. They're going to spot the ball at the 37-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 inside Cleburne County territory at the 37.
Yeah, this quarterback, he's a dual threat for sure. We had all the receivers covered that time, but we didn't have a spy or anything on the quarterback, couldn't contain him, and he's a good enough athlete to read that and go down the field and pick up a 3rd and long once again.
That'll be the end of the first quarter as the first quarter comes to an end here at Ellie Bell Field. Sachs Wildcats on top of the homestanding Cleburne County Tigers 10-0. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the WM Grocery High School Football Game of the Week.
Your station for Tiger Pride. This is WPIL 91.7 FM.
Coming to Vernon, Alabama, September 8th and 9th. It's Vernon, Alabama's Gospel Music Weekend. Join us for 2 nights of the very best in gospel music, featuring award-winning artists from around the country. The event will be held at the Vernon City Auditorium in downtown Vernon Friday night's concert starts at 6 p.m. and Saturday night we begin at 5:30. The nightly concerts are free and brought to you by the Merchants of Lamar County, MAC Records, the City of Vernon, SGN Scoops Magazine, and Exceed Technologies. For more information, look us up on Facebook at Vernon, Alabama's Gospel Music Weekend, or you can call 662-889-2829 or email us at info@macrecords.net. We look forward to seeing you on September 8th and 9th for Vernon, Alabama's Gospel Music Weekend.
I don't know the God that you're serving.
You're listening to the Gospel Mix, WPIL 91.7 FM in Heflin.
As the head official blows the play into motion here, it's 12 minutes set on the game clock as the second quarter is underway. Handoff that time goes up the middle to number 3, Cobb from Bell out of the shotgun formation, close to that first down marker. As now the Sachs Wildcats will be going from left to right here in front of us.
Yeah, Sachs got a good push up front right there on the Tigers. Running back didn't get hit till he was about 5 yards down the field. When he did get hit, he went down, but it's 5 yards down the field.
So bring up 2nd and 4. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. 11 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 3 receivers to the near side of the football field, 1 to the far side as number 20 is in the backfield. It's Gibbs. I ain't going to try his first name. Snap now in Bell's hands. Bell's looking down the field for a fade route.
Yes.
It's going to be intercepted that time. They say he's going to drop it as he hits the ground. Great play that time by the corner for Cleburne County. Number 3 in Brown. Great play that time as he almost comes up with interception, hits the ground, and it falls out of his hand, Luke.
Yeah, that was perfect. Perfect play by Brown right there. Just turned his hips, pinned his hip to the receiver, ran down the field all the way, turned around when the receiver did, went up at highest point, thought he had it in his hands and came down and just dropped it when he hit the ground. But great play, great defensive play. You knew they were going to take a shot right there, and it was just a great play.
Penalty flag down as well. Going to back the Wildcats up. I didn't get the call there from our head official, but it is definitely going to back the Wildcats up. So it'll bring up a 2nd and long for the Sachs Wildcats.
Like a holding call down there.
2nd and long now for Sachs as they come back out to the line of scrimmage. Bell brings his troops to the line. 2 backs in the backfields with him, Gibbs and Cobb. 2 receivers to the near side, stacked up, 1 to the far side. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line inside Tiger territory. Sachs going left to right. Handoff that time goes up the middle to Cobb. Nobody around him. Going to run right up through the middle, close to that first down marker. Is going to trip that time and fall down about 2 yards shy of that first down marker.
Yeah, another big hole opened up right there by Sachs. Another big play given up by the Cleburne County defense as we didn't touch him until he was about 10 or 12 yards down the field. Made a good open field tackle, but we have got to close some gaps right there. It's going to be a long year.
3rd and a long 2. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line inside Tiger territory as Bell waiting the call from his coaching staff. He's looking over there to the sideline. Wildcats going left to right here in front of us. 2 receivers to the near side. Hurry up, trying to get to the offense. 2 backs in the backfield with him, Gibbs and Cobb. 1 receiver to the far side. Snap goes to Bell, hands it off up the middle to Cobb. Going to have enough for the first down. Going to get knocked down just shy of that red zone stripe at the 21.
Yeah, Micah Ross, number 30 there for the Tigers, able to come down from that defensive end position and make the play. If he had not, that would have been a touchdown. Tigers got to bow up right here and get a stop.
1st and 10 now for Sachs. Ball spotted at the 21. 10 minutes, 18 seconds left to go here in the first half. 2 receivers to the near side of the football field, 1 to the far side. A wing formation stack look like here for the Sachs Wildcat as Bell and Cobb are back deep in that shotgun formation. Number 10 goes across. Rodolfo Torres going to hand off to him around the left end. Trying to make something out of nothing. A bunch of black jerseys are in his way, and we're going to have a big stop that time by Graham Cheekwood. Knocks him back into the backfield.
Yeah, it looked like we lost contain over there, but was able to recover, and the running back reversed his field, and we were in pursuit and able to make a tackle for a big loss right there.
Big stop that time by Cheekwood there as it brings up a major loss of yardage for the Sachs Wildcats. It's going to be 2nd and long. Ball will be spotted at the 30, so a 9-yard loss that time because of our defense read their keys and paid attention and was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, strung that play out, made him reverse it. If he hadn't strung it out, it'd still been about a 3-yard loss. So great play by the Tigers all around.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Gibbs in the backfield with Bale. Bale hands the ball off to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for something out of nothing, trying to make do that time. Hit at the line of scrimmage, going to go down, maybe picks up a yard or so, maybe 2. That time will bring up 3rd, and it's still a long way to go to that first down stripe for the Sachs Wildcats.
Yeah, good penetration by the Tigers right there. As soon as the ball was handed off, there was 3 Tigers there ready to make the play, all of them breaking down, chopping those feet so that the running back didn't give a juke move and keep on going. Great play again by the Tigers, putting it together. So another 3rd and long.
3rd and about 16 or so as Cobb's in the backfield now with Bale. Bale takes a snap, looks over the middle, fires, slings it over the middle, going to be in and out of the hands in the end zone. That time, a pass intended for number 4, Brent Clark, going to be incomplete, so it'll bring up a 4th down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that number 4 was able to get open. Brent Clark, he was open. The quarterback just kind of threw it behind him a little high too, fortunately for the Tigers. But we were able to get out of there, not give up a big play on 3rd down. And here's this 100-pound kicker for Sachs, and it's a long field goal he's going to attempt.
43-yarder right here that will attempt. That Torres will attempt with 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the opening half of regulation here at Ellie Bell Field. A 43-yarder. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is high and away. Is it enough? And it
falls
through.
Wow.
What a kick that time by number 17, Torres, for that's Cornejo. I'm sorry. Anthony Cornejo that time for the Sachs Wildcats. Big 43-yard kick that time is all good.
43 yards, man, and he needed every bit of it. Dropped right behind the goalpost. Big kick. He's gonna be a key factor for them this year. I'm telling you, kicking it in the end zone, making 43-yarders. That's going to be huge in high school football.
Special teams is always big.
True.
No matter what level of play that you're at, either high school, college, pro, special teams is always a very vital part of your program.
Oh yeah, you can change the game with good special teams, and if you got somebody on your team that can boot it like that, it can really change it in high school for sure.
Josh, we're pretty close that time to seeing that kick go through the uprights. Know you're down there in the back of the end zone. How close was it?
Well, when it came off his foot, it looked like it was going to be a little high, and that thing just drifted, and I bet it cleared that crossbar by about 2 feet. That's how close he was. Very impressive kick for a kid his age and a kid his size, I tell you.
Cornejo will set back up now to do the kicking duties here for the kicking team for the Sachs Wildcats. As the Wildcats going left to right, Houston and Brown back deep to receive this kick. Wobbly kick, though, but hard enough to land in the end zone. Again, Luke. Boy, that helps out a lot when you keep the ball out of the receiver's hand.
Oh, yeah, down the road, if they meet somebody that's got a dangerous return man that you don't have to kick away from, and you can just kick it in the end zone. That's huge. Because like we said earlier, special teams can change the game, and if you got to kick to their best player every time, it's just a relief to have a boot on your team like that.
8:23 left to go here in the first half as the Tigers set up 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Swafford under center, Brown back behind him in that wing formation. 2 wing backs in there, 1 receiver to the near side. Handoff that time will go to Brown. Brown up the middle is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, keeps his feet moving, churns away, knocks out about 6 yards or so that time. Big first down pickup that time for the Tigers.
Yeah, another hard run by Brown right there. Number 2 for the Tigers is that offensive line's opened up some holes, getting some penetration and being a good push up front in that wing T. And he's a really hard runner, Brown is.
2nd and a long 4 for the Tigers. Ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line. Swafford looks like he's getting set up to go under center again in that wing formation. Nick Dunston near receiver as Brown is in the backfield again with him. Christian Higgins and Cade Smith is back deep now. Christian Seal goes in motion. Handoff going to go to Seal. Seal looking for a cutback line. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. Going to go down, lose about 3 that time. So we'll bring up a 3rd and a long 8 or 9 now for the Tiger offense.
Yeah, a lot of times in that wing T, motion takes you to the ball, and as Seal started motioning to the right, and we handed it off to him. Sachs able to penetrate our offense and make a big play on the Tigers and bringing up a 3rd and long for us. maybe we can step up and make a big play right here.
Dunston, Harcrow, and Brown check in the ball game. Swafford sets up in that gun formation, checking to his line of scrimmage. Going to be 3 receivers to the far side of the football field. The ball will be spotted 3rd and 7 at the 23-yard line. Brown in the backfield in the gun with him. Swafford looks to the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, going to drop back, looking to throw. Going to try to avoid some Tigers. Going to keep the ball himself. Looks to get some yardage on the right side of the football field. Slide, baseball slide that time. Not close enough, though, for the first down marker. Trying to avoid a tackle that time as we got a player down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers, but I'm gonna mark that as a good decision by Brock because all the receivers were covered. Didn't try to force anything down the field. Just tucked it and got what he could, and hopefully was going to pick up the first down. Wasn't able to, but I think it was a good decision because you don't want to turn the ball over right there deep in your own territory.
Injury timeout on the football field. We'll try to get a number for you for just a second. The Sachs Wildcats, a hard hit that time over there on that baseball slide by Swafford. Swafford trying to make something out of nothing that time. I thought he did good. The pocket collapsed around him. Luke, he stepped up, looked like a collegiate quarterback that time, steps up trying to make something out of nothing, gets a few yards. You never know. You pull that ball down, you take off running, the waters may part for you.
Yeah, like I said, it was a good decision because if you force anything right there and you know, a lot of bad things can happen when you pass the ball, but if you force one right there and there's an interception and they've only got about 30 yards to go, you just don't want to do that deep in your territory. Good decision by the senior.
Kanan Mays will be the injured player for the Sachs Wildcats, and he's up on his feet. Good sign right there, walking off the field. It'll be a 4th down now for the Cleburne County Tigers. 4th and 5. A ball will be spotted just over that 25-yard line. It looks like the special teams formation is getting set up here on the sideline, ready to punt this ball away.
Yeah, going to punt it away here and hopefully get down and cover. Like I said, special teams can anything can happen on special teams. May get a muff catch right here, and Tigers get it back, or we'll see what happens.
Number 99 is going to be doing the kicking duties for the Tigers, Joseph Stevens, 11th grader. He'll have his heels rested on about the 11. High snap. Ball's going to be tipped, knocked off his foot, tipped, and going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So about a 20-yard or so punt that time as the ball was tipped as it come off his foot. Luke, as one of the Wildcats got their hand on it.
Yeah, a little slow getting that one off, and Sachs was able to get in there and get a hand or a finger or something on it to tip it. And Brock did a good job of not turning it over deep in the territory, but then we don't execute on special teams, and here they are, only got about 33 yards to go to put another score up. Didn't want to turn it over earlier and didn't execute on special teams and still give it to them deep in our own territory.
19 seconds on the play clock, 6:18 on the game clock, 1st and 10, ball on the 33-yard line inside Cleburne County Tiger territory. Wildcats come back out to the line of scrimmage as Bale brings his troops to the line, Gibbs in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the near side as number 10, Torres, goes in motion. Fake the handoff to him. Drops back to pass. Throws over the middle. Nobody there. Overthrown. Receiver. Pass was intended that time to number 1. Don't have a number. I don't have a name for number 1 that time on our roster, but pass was intended for number 1. Overthrown him, so to bring up 2nd down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, decent coverage by the Tigers in the secondary. Kind of came open late there, but I think we had, if the ball would have been on target, I believe we were there to defend it, but overthrown, and they're taking their shots against this secondary for the Tigers.
Plenty of time in the backfield. Is not getting that much pressure from our defensive line. Snap that time goes to Bell as he hands off to number 8, Will Fletcher, as he runs up the middle of the line of scrimmage, gets hit, but still going to have enough for positive yardage that time. Going to pick up 4 as the ball is going to be spotted at the 28-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and looks like maybe a long 6 or 7 for the Sachs Wildcats.
Yeah, another good push by the Sachs O-line as they were able to push back the defense for the Tigers and pick up some positive gains on that handoff, and we'll see if the Tigers can step up and make a big play right here on 3rd down.
2 backs in the backfield now with Bale in the gun. Receivers to each side. Handoff this time goes to Gibbs. Gibbs around the right end. Nobody around him. Going to go down to the 10. Going to be hit at the 10-yard line. Flag on the play. Holding in the backfield. Indeed it is, as we get the call just then from the head official he makes his preliminary call, I guess. I'm pretty sure because he's the one that threw the flag.
Yeah,
So,
it looked like our outside backer was getting held right there as I was looking down, and I was like, man, we just lost contain, but it's because we were getting tackled.
holding that time against the Sachs Wildcats, so they'll back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So it'll be third and mark it about 15 or so. Third and 15. Ball will be spotted at the 36-yard line, 37-yard line inside Tiger territory as all the backs for Sachs Wildcats are stacked up there on their far sideline getting the call. New quarterback, nope, check that. Number 2, Lyric Bell will be back in at quarterback. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side, empty backfield with Bell. Bell checks with me, looks to the line of, well, not checking with me, but he looks to the line of scrimmage and then over to his coaches, gets his call.
Get timeout.
Timeout that time as the offensive coordinator was sprinting down the Sachs sideline to get to the official there. The line judge makes his call. Timeout, 5 minutes remaining. They'll probably go ahead and take a heat timeout here as well. 5 minutes remaining here in the opening half as the Sachs Wildcats up 13-0. We'll pause right now for a commercial break. We'll be back right after this. If you're looking for a local connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices, we'll look no further. Come see us today at W&M Grocery. Our family-owned store offers a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need from the everyday essentials to specialty items from around the world. Our friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for, and we take pride in our community and we appreciate your business. So look no further. Come see us today at 1221 Almond Street, W&M Grocery, right here in beautiful downtown Heflin.
This is WPIL 91.7 FM, Heflin. Welcome to God's Country. God's Country.
5 minutes remaining here as the Wildcats are back out onto the field as well as the Tigers from their timeout. One back in the backfield with Bell. Bell's going to throw it out to the far side, to the 2 receiver side. The ball is going to be caught by number 7 in the backfield, but he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up a 4th down for the Sachs Wildcats.
Man, that was a great play by Xavier Brown, our cornerback over there, as the screen pass was coming, and he was getting blocked, but he just blew up the receiver that was blocking him, threw him to the ground, and then went and made the tackle. What a great play by him.
4 minutes, 52 seconds remaining here in the opening half as the Tigers are going to come off the field as well. I believe they may have called a timeout. Nope, looks like they're going to give them one play and then a heat timeout. We'll go down to the sideline real quick, down to Josh. Josh, the heat timeout. What the temperature down on the field? We're sitting here in an air conditioning booth with the doors closed, but the heat down there on the field probably a little bit different than what the fans may be experiencing in the stands. What is the temperature down there for you like on the field?
Well, as you know, I'm not running around playing, but the temperature, it's actually not too bad, but there is no wind blowing whatsoever. It's just more muggy and sticky than anything else. But if you're out running around and you're sweating, it's probably a lot hotter to these guys than it is to me.
So the field level, obviously, everybody knows is different than up here in the stands. Those guys got on all that gear and everything as well, too. But not a bad night for high school football, about 80 degrees or so right now. Even with the sun, poked down, obviously dark, but still not a bad night for high school football. Probably couldn't have picked a better day, Luke, as both the teams are back out onto the field now for a 4th down as the Sachs Wildcats look like they're going to go for it. 4th and 12 on the 35-yard line. 1 receiver to the near side, 2 to the far side. Bell's going to take the handoff, looking to throw it. Stiff arms a man way back to the 50-yard line, misses another tackle, gets wrapped up and taken down at the 45. Great open field tackle that time, staying with the ball carrier as number 21, Christian Seal, comes in for a big play.
Yeah, I believe our secondary gets credit for that sack as we had everybody covered. He had a lot of time to throw the ball, but our secondary had everybody covered, and we were able to finally get to him and pressure the quarterback. Almost looked like he was going to get away there, but the pursuit of the Tigers able to bring him down for a big loss, and hopefully that'll roll over for some confidence right here, and we'll get a good drive right before the half.
4th and 4 minutes 36 seconds right here left in the opening half. 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 44-yard line, looking to put this one in the end zone right here before halftime. Swofford looking to his coaching staff, trying to get the call, as we'll have 3 receivers to the near side. Tigers going right to left, 1 back in the backfield. Houston with Swofford in the shotgun. Houston and Swofford stand up. They look at each other. Now Swofford checks to the sideline, getting the call again with the coaching staff. A last-minute maybe adjustment here as Swofford 5 yards away from that center. The ball gets into his hand. He drops back and throw. Going to fire it up here to Brown. Brown trying to make a man miss. Is he going to run to his sideline? Gets knocked down, picks up maybe a yard that time. A lot of effort for 1 yard that time by Brown. He had a host of Wildcats coming in that time to make a stop. That charge led by number 11 in Brisky for the Wildcats.
Yeah, talk about making something out of nothing, even though it was maybe a yard gain, but he had nothing there. As Sachs read that play perfectly, able to make one man miss and drag a couple others just to pick up 1 yard. It was a pretty good effort right there on his part.
Dunston and Christopher Higgins to the far side of the football field. 1 receiver to the near side. Houston in the backfield with Swofford in the gun. 2nd and 9. Ball snap. Handoff that time to Houston. Houston trying to go around the right side. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Keeps his feet moving. Barrels his way. Picks up about 6 yards. That time fighting as he hits the line of scrimmage. Lowers his shoulder. Barrels his way to pick up some positive yards.
Yeah, the senior right there, showing Trevor Houston. He's been here, been doing this for 3 years at least now. He's going to probably be their featured back. Hasn't ran the ball a whole lot tonight, as it is just a jamboree. But he's the one that you want to see get touching that ball a lot, because he's been there before and he knows how to drag defenders.
3rd and 3 now for Cleburne County. 3 minutes, 26 seconds left here in the opening half. 2 receivers to the near side with a wing. Back formation. 1 receiver to the far side as Brown's in the backfield now with Swofford. Swofford in the gun. Gets the snap. Hands it off to Brown around the left side. Flag's going to come in there right at the snap. Encroachment that time on the defense. So that'll move the chains. That'll be a big 3rd down conversion that time for the Tigers because of a penalty.
Yeah, got great. I think we're going to pick it up anyway. Look like we had a hole there for Brown to get through. And one thing to say about this Brown kid, he's just a 10th grader. Runs really hard through the line, and he's dragging defenders too. And just being a 10th grader, showing a lot of potential tonight.
1st and 10. Tigers looking for life right here as we go into the halftime stretch. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left to go here before halftime. 1st and 10. Ball spotted inside Sachs territory at the 44-yard line. Dunston to the far side. Higgins to the far side. Brown to the near side. 1 receiver. Brown also in the backfield. Acavius and Isaiah Brown both in the ball game. Swofford in the gun. Whistle blowed that time as Coach Swofford comes running in and calls a timeout. And he's not happy. Or did we have a penalty flag?
Yeah, I believe we had an illegal procedure there. Maybe somebody got to going a little bit soon, and
they're going to call it that time on number 2, Brown in the backfield. He's going to go take a step and then stop. You can't do that at a tailback in that tailback position.
And Coach Scotty Swofford did not like that and let the 10th grader know about it too.
Yep. 2 receivers to the near side, to the far side. 1 receiver to the near side. Swofford in the gun. Brown going to be about 2 yards behind Swofford in that pistol formation. Little movement that time. They're not going to call it. Handoff's going to go up the middle of Brown. Brown's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Keeps his feet moving. Picks up 4 yards. So to bring up 2nd and about 11. Ball will be spotted just shy of that 45-yard line. They'll mark it at the 44. So it'll be 2nd and a long 9. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, it looked like close to being another procedure call, but didn't call it that time. And another hard run by Brown. He's impressive with this ball.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. That wing back formation. 1 back in the backfield with Swofford and Brown. Swofford takes a snap, drops back to pass, going to fire. Look to fire over the middle, going to be hit in the backfield and drugged down. Sacked that time by number 55 for Sachs. Jordan Brooks comes up with a big tackle that time. Big loss of yards for Cleburne County, as they'll lose probably 8 or 9, maybe even 10 that time on that 2nd down pass attempt that ends up losing yardage because of a sack.
Yeah, it looked like we had some receivers coming open late right there, but just Brock didn't have time to throw the ball as he tried to escape and ended up losing a little bit more yardage. But fortunately, he didn't fumble because that was kind of coming from his blind side there. And let's just see if we can get half of it back right here.
Minute 7, Swafford in the shotgun, one back there with him. High snap, bobbles it, trying to make something out of nothing. Ball is tipped behind the line of scrimmage. We're going to pick it up, but fall down. We're going to pick that ball up, maybe get 6. But back to the line of scrimmage, that'll tell you where the ball was tipped as he dropped back to pass. High snap that time off the fingertips of Swafford. Would bring up a long 4th down situation, and now it looks like the punting team is going to come out onto the field.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Brock just to get a hand on that ball as it was snapped kind of high, busted play. Looked like it was going to go for a lot after everything was said and done, but shoestring tackle by Sachs was able to bring down Xavier Brown for Heflin, and it looks like we're going to have to punt the ball away.
Punt safe formation for Sachs. I think they're going to let the time clock run out as the play clock's at 16 and the game clock is at 9, so shouldn't be any snap here as we close here at halftime. As the clock ticks off here, Sachs Wildcats are on top of the Cleburne County Tigers 13-0. Go down to the sideline here as we're tracking to get a word from Coach Short from Josh as he's making his way over there to him. Short got his hand under his hat here. We'll go down to Josh here for a word with Coach Short.
All right, Coach Short, I mean, you're only down 13-0 at the half. You had some good things going on offense, kind of stalled out a little on you. But on defense, y'all was having a hard time getting off the field on 3rd down. What do you need to do different to get you guys off the field and get your offense back on?
Well, some of it is our pass rush. We're running by the quarterback. We're not actually buzzing our feet and breaking down where we can actually put pressure on him. He's got pretty much all day to make a throw, and if you got athletes and you got a quarterback that can throw, it's right now.
Yes, sir.
So, but the encouraging thing we're getting them in 3rd and long. That's the thing that we can work on at the Jamboree. And our older guys are done. We're going to come out with the young guys in the second half and see how that goes. And we're looking for some films or stuff we can work on because we don't get to simulate this in practice. We can't.
Right, of course.
So
nothing beats live action.
Yeah, and it's good for us because we're facing better people. So can't do nothing but make us better.
That's right. You're absolutely right, Coach. But like I said, only down 13. Y'all got a good chance of coming back and get some good things going on offense. If y'all can continue to finish a few drives. You had that one interception early that cost you. Y'all was really moving the ball there. But besides that, y'all look. I mean, you look pretty good. But considering it's a Jamboree, it's your first game out, a lot of nerves involved, I'm sure.
We had 2 drives that we got inside the 30, and we just didn't finish them. And players in key positions, the first time to play, so this is good for them. Ain't nothing but positive can come out of it.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate your time, Coach, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you see the words there from Coach Short going into halftime here at Ellie Bell Field, brought to you by the questions there by Josh. And not a fun place to be sometimes there. Interviewing Coach Short. Josh did a great job. Thanks, Josh, for those words. And Coach Short, obviously seeing some things, Luke, that they need to improve on, and that's why you have a Jamboree game. That's why they call it Week 0. It gives you some film, gets you opportunity to see how some of these older guys play, and then what he said here coming out at the second half, you'll see some younger guys get some action on the field.
Yeah, Coach Short staying positive right there as he said that, the good thing is that we're putting him in 3rd and long situations, We just got to have some guys that step up and make some plays when we do put them in 3rd and long. And like he said, that the Sachs got an athletic quarterback who made some plays with his legs and not just his arm, and he's not just handing the ball off. He's a true dual threat quarterback, and just got to make some plays there on 3rd and long, like Coach Short said, and take a positive way that we are putting them in 3rd and long, and going to play some young guys here in the second half and see what happens. And like you said, just everything to build on. You can't simulate this in practice, and it's good to come out here and hit somebody else for the first time this year.
It's halftime here at Ellie Bell Field. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the TJ Maloney for State Representative halftime show right after these messages. You're listening to Cleburne County High School Tiger football right here on WPIL 91.7 FM.
Thanks for listening to the Gospel Mix, WPIL 91.7 FM.